Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, final day of September the 30th, 2020. Steve Sipress here. The day after, the hangover of the day after Trump v. Biden won. First rumble in the jungle, first debate. I previewed it here yesterday on Topical Tuesday, and today I expected to come and say, hey, record-setting number of viewers offline on the networks, cable TV, and online. And no, Joe Biden, you are no Hillary Clinton. You are just not universally hated anywhere near as much as Hillary Clinton. And for whatever reason, this debate came in way under the viewership of last time with the Trump Clinton. I also think last time it was the Trump show, the big Trump show, and now that we've seen Trump for 5 years or so, it's kind of enough. Not to mention, that's exactly my response yesterday. I'm like, what the heck did I have an amazing headache? I mean, it wasn't as much like a heavyweight championship fight. It was more like a lighter weight, like a middleweight or a welterweight, one of these where the guys just nonstop punching each other back and forth nonstop, wailing away, boom, 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 boom. Reminded me way back, I'm dating myself, but does anyone here remember Hagler-Hearns? First Hagler-Hearns fight. Those guys went at it for, I don't remember, 6 or 8 rounds, nonstop. Like the most punches ever thrown in a fight. The two guys just nonstop. But at least even in that fight, any actual boxing match, or I don't know if that's how steel cages or the stuff where they kick them in the face with the bare feet, whatever that's called, whatever all that's called. Don't they have rounds? Like they're like every few minutes there's a break. And not to mention it only goes a total of like a half an hour or an hour or something. Like this was like 90 minutes nonstop. I mean, nonstop. I felt like saying, don't make me stop this car. If I got to come back there, you two kids are going to be in trouble. Like, will you stop? In my opinion, biggest mistake by Trump the whole time is like, is he the only one that doesn't know that the biggest weakness Biden has is when he has to speak for any length of time? Like that's when the dementia really shows. And so, man, did he defeat his own purpose by interrupting Biden every time Biden would like talk and then start to get lost or Trump would interrupt. Like, what do you do? Let him go, dude. That's when you win. That's when America sees that. Yeah, Biden is completely, not completely, but woohoo, he's gone. But if you only, he only has to talk for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute at the most. Like, ouch. Anyway, but the whole thing was a big headache and just total craziness. Of course, that was Trump's plan. Trump decided clearly before the debate that the moderator was the enemy. So he immediately just said, I'm going to disrupt this whole thing and disrespect both of these, what he determined was 2 opponents, and just went crazy. So anyway, I just keep thinking like, is America thinking, holy moly, 4 more years of this craziness? 4 more years of this. However, in my mind, the choice doesn't come down to any kind of style or personality or whatever. Who gives a flip? You really think I'm going to vote as a business owner or anyone who cares about America? Do you think I'm going to vote for more taxes and regulations? Like, come on now. I really a pretty much single issue voter that way, because I know that the American dream, freedom, is running your own business or businesses, calling the shots. And to do that, as well as you possibly can, you need the government to get the heck out of the way, leave you with your money in your pocket so you can invest it in your business and cut the regulations and the rules and the crimping your style that big businesses can afford, but small business owners cannot afford the time and money you have to spend on keeping up with all the ridiculous authoritarian, arbitrary rules like you've seen the last 6-7 months here in the shutdown. All these, well, you can open at this capacity if it's level 1 or phase 2 or this or that percent. Like, shut up. Whole thing's ridiculous. Never should have shut down at all, of course. Now, just about every article you see everywhere and books and whatever is like, Wow, lockdowns are a mistake. Shutdowns don't do anything. Yeah, including the first one, dude. Especially in election year when all the anti-Trumpers are going, hey, he just threw us a great bone. We are going to not reopen. We don't care how much we hurt our own constituents. We just want to get this guy out of office and win. And they're keeping it all locked down as much as they possibly can so Trump can't. So, you see Biden say things like, man, or I think Wallacey or one of them, yeah, man, you're going to be the only president of all time who's actually lost jobs from the beginning to the end of his term. Or there's still 10 million people out of work. Well, of course, there's 10 million people out of work, especially the lowest income people in America, because those are all the service jobs. If you don't let any of the restaurants reopen, well, guess what? All the busboys, all the waiters, all the cooks, all the hotels are closed, all the maids, all the support staff, like all the lowest income people, they can't do those jobs from home on a Zoom call. Oh, let me make some beds on a Zoom call. Let me wash some dishes and wait some tables on a Zoom call, right? So you just destroyed the actual most needy people in America. The whole thing is just bizarre. But anyway, point is, internet didn't break from the streaming or record number of viewers, but from the reaction, which I didn't pay attention to at the time. I'm not one of those that's like watches things and tweets or sees, looks at the internet at the same time or any of that nonsense. But I just heard. That's all I heard today, or saw examples when I flipped through the channels. They're like, oh, look at this tweet and look at this meme and look at this reaction and blah, 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 and this and that. Yeah, can't blame people. And so, I talk about this a lot here. The lesson for business owners, if you are not capitalizing, whenever you hold any event of any time, of any kind. I was talking to one of my business partners in one of my businesses the other day, and I said, do you remember back when, oh yeah, we were talking about golf, and I was like, my beautiful wife Michelle and I used to attend a lot of golf tournaments up in the Chicago area where we lived for about 15, 16 years or so. There's a lot of tournaments, men, women, seniors, Ryder Cup, international things, a lot of golf tournaments up there, and we would go to a bunch of them, and I was like, do you remember the day when they wouldn't allow you in with a cell phone? No cell phones allowed in. Go back to the car and put it away, or you have to put it in a bag and check it here and pick it up on the way out. And we're like, well, we know which choice we're taking. A long walk all the way back to the car because they didn't want any phones going off, no pictures taking, no clicks, no videos, no talking on the phone, none of that. I'm like, and that would happen in concerts. Remember that concerts? Oh, no recording equipment allowed. So no cameras allowed. Well, now every single person at every single concert has a video camera. And of course, they got to hold it up. And instead of enjoying the concert, they're holding this ridiculous thing up. I remember I did it once, and that was it. We were like really good seats, like 20th row. I'm like, these are really good seats. Do you understand the quality and the size of the video you're taking? The 20th row, even if a row is like 3 feet, we're 60 feet back from the stage, without a zoom, big professional camera or anything. Like, I look at that video later, I'm like, holy crap, I see the back of the guy's head in front of me. I can barely make out the people on the stage. The sound quality is terrible. I don't even watch the videos nobody else would. And I see them on Facebook. It's, oh, look, I'm at this concert. Nobody watched it. So here's the thing. Now, nobody stops people from going to any concert or any sporting event or whatever. They no longer say no recording allowed. They no longer announce at most events, 10, 15 years ago or so, they would announce, please turn off your cell phones, blah, blah, blah. Speakers would get interrupted and go, oh, $100 fine if a phone goes up. Now it's like, happens all the time, whatever. But here's the point. If you're sticking to the old school and you're speaking on stage, you're hosting an event, and you be ridiculous and put up a slide on a PowerPoint or just say from the stage, hey, turn your phones off, no interruption. You are missing the boat, my friend, missing the boat. What you want to do is what happened last night in the debate. You want to encourage all kinds of social media activity. So you actually want to do the total opposite of telling people not to use their phones or be distracted or whatever. You want to run a contest. Whoever puts the best post onto Facebook with a photo from this event and a quote or a video or a this or that or whatever you say with the hashtag whatever or tag me in it or whatever. And every night, if it's a multi-day event, at the end of the event, we're going to award a prize to the best post of the day. And we're also going to do another drawing. I love to do 2 drawings whenever I do this. I don't want to discourage people to go, well, I don't know how to say something good, so I won't bother. I want everyone posting. So I say in the second prize, we're also going to just draw one out of the hat, out of everyone that posted. So every time you post, that's going to be another entry in the drawing. And so we'll choose one of those 2, and they'll get a prize. So I give 2 prizes. So now I get the volume. I get the quantity of activity. People are posting photos and this and that. And, here we are, and here I am at a booth, and here I am with a sponsor, and here's the speaker, and wasn't that great? And here's a quote from that guy. But you got to use this stuff, right? That's what happened last night in the debate. People were nonstop live tweeting, as they say. And that's what broke the internet. People were going crazy. Can you believe? I mean, talk about, is it not the biggest layup, slam dunk of all time? Hey, Trump, will you, denounce white supremacists? No. Did I see that right? I'm going did that just happen? Did that just happen? Are you, what? That was a tough one? Amazing. But anyway, so same thing. Let your event break the internet. Encourage people to tweet, to meme, to photo, to quote, to whatever from your event. Especially if it's a multi-day event, get that activity going online so it goes on everybody's homepage on the Facebook, whatever. Their friends start to look at it and see it and go what is that? Where are you? What's going on? Oh, well, I'm at this blah, 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 blah. You ought to come here tomorrow. It's a 2-day event. It's a 3-day event. Why don't you join me tomorrow? We'll sit together, blah, blah, blah. And even if not, I'll come to the next one. But get all that juice. So don't be a fuddy-duddy old school of hey, put your cameras away. None of that. Don't be distracted. No, use it to your advantage. That's what you saw last night. Not that, of course, it's not similar, because it's not like Chris Wallace, who couldn't even control these 2 guys, especially one of them up on the stage. He certainly wasn't saying to the audience, hey, don't tweet during this debate. Makes no sense, right? He might have said it before the thing started to the live audience, but also ridiculous. Don't ever say it to your audience. Say the opposite. Hey, we want you to tweet and post and Instagram and YouTube. Get it going. All the kind of stuff. That's going to be remembered much longer, going to get you much more juice and activity, and the people that are doing that themselves are therefore more involved, more enthusiastic about the event. It's pretty tough to post, to try and win that prize for the best post and go, what a great event. You should have heard the quote this last speaker said. He said this, what a great quote, and not enjoy the event. It's pretty hard to keep posting out and tweeting out positive things about the event and then say, yeah, but it wasn't that good, right? So do what you saw happen yesterday, or if you just heard it happen, and maybe you just heard it here. But as the debate was going on, that was one thing. But all the social media activity was a landslide, an avalanche of stuff going on. Have that going on about your business too. And even if it's not some kind of a live event, anytime you're running a sale or a promotion or anything at all, just, in fact, even for no reason, just say, hey, today we're having a contest. I'm going to give away 2 prizes, a free dinner to whoever puts the best post on social media today about our restaurant, and another free dinner that we're going to draw out of the hat, out of all the posts. And if you put multiple posts, you'll get multiple entries into that drawing. So 2 free dinners I'm giving tonight. Same person can win them both. You don't have to take it tonight, but I'm going to award them today. Go. Contest goes from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., 9 o'clock at night, whatever. Boom. Okay, right? Use the power of the social media to get the juice flowing about your business, just the way you saw it last night, or heard about it last night with the ridiculous couple of kids up there battling each other. I mean, they really can't stand each other, these guys. They're at least brothers, they fight, but they actually love each other. These guys can't stand each other. But anyway, that's it for Worldwide Web Wednesday. That's today's tip. I'll be back with another business building tip tomorrow. On Throwback Thursday, I will catch you then. Thanks for being here today. Over and out.